Most people learn about intimacy from the worst possible source, entertainment designed for fantasy, not reality. It's like learning to drive from watching Fast and Furious. The result? Millions of frustrated couples who think something's wrong with them when really, nobody ever taught them the actual science. Let me fix that right now. By the end of this video, you'll understand the real anatomy that creates pleasure, why timing changes everything, the mental game that's more important than technique, and the 7 deadly mistakes that kill pleasure instantly. And trust me, that last one? Almost every guy makes at least 3 of these mistakes without even knowing it. I've spent years studying this. I've talked to thousands of patients. I've read the research that just came out in the last 5 years, research that completely changed what we thought we knew about female anatomy. And what I'm about to share with you is evidence-based medicine, not opinions or guesswork. Here's something that will blow your mind. That little button at the top, the clitoris, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The clitoris is actually a massive organ with legs that wrap around the opening, extending deep into the pelvis. We're talking 3 to 5 inches total. And here's the crazy part. We only discovered the full anatomy 5 years ago. Before that, textbooks showed it wrong. Medical schools taught it wrong. Everyone got it wrong because studies were done on animals, not humans. This organ has over 10,000 nerve endings. That's twice as many as the entire head of the male member. Think about that. The most sensitive part of male anatomy has 4,000 nerve endings. This has 10,000, and it exists for one reason only: pleasure. It's the only organ in the human body, male or female, that has 0 function except to feel good. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The clitoris and the male member, they're the exact same tissue. They develop from identical cells in the womb. They're just arranged differently. Both have a head, both have a shaft, both fill with blood, and get hard during arousal. They even have the same protective covering, the hood and the foreskin. So here's your cheat code. Whatever feels good on male anatomy, that's your starting point for female anatomy. Light touches, building rhythm. Not too much pressure at first. Let the arousal build. Drop a comment right now. Did you know the clitoris was that big? Because I guarantee most of you didn't. And if this is already blowing your mind, wait until I tell you about timing. Here's the single biggest reason most women don't finish during intimacy, and it has nothing to do with technique. It's timing. Men, fully aroused in 2 to 5 minutes on average. Women, 15 to 45 minutes. Read that again. 15 to 45 minutes. Not 5, not 10. We're talking half an hour or more. Now think about the last few times you were intimate. Be honest. How long did you spend on foreplay before the main event? If your answer is less than 15 minutes, and for most guys it is, she wasn't ready. Her body literally hadn't gone through the necessary changes yet. During arousal, a woman's body goes through specific phases. Phase 1, excitement. This takes 5 to 20 minutes. Blood flow to the area increases by 300%. The clitoris swells. The internal canal produces lubrication. The lips change color and swell. And here's the critical part. The internal canal lengthens by 200%. It literally doubles in length. The cervix pulls up and out of the way. This is called tenting. When you skip this phase and rush straight to the main event, her cervix is still sitting low, and every movement bumps into it. That's not pleasurable. That ranges from uncomfortable to actually painful. Phase 2, plateau. The timing is variable. The clitoris becomes so engorged it actually retracts under the hood. It looks like it disappeared, but it's more sensitive than ever. The lower third of the canal swells. The upper 2/3 keeps widening. Phase 3, the peak. When it happens, it lasts 10 to 60 seconds, way longer than for men. The pelvic muscles contract rhythmically every 0.8 seconds, not just internally, the uterus, even the back opening. Everything's involved. And here's how you know it's real. Those rhythmic contractions are almost impossible to fake. You'll actually feel them. They're strong, coordinated, and distinctive. Heart rate hits 120 to 160 beats per minute. That's cardio-level intensity. Her brain basically shuts off. The part that worries and judges just goes quiet. That's why it feels so incredible. It's not just physical, it's complete mental release. If you've made it this far, hit that like button. Because what I'm about to tell you next about the mental game, this is what separates guys who are just okay from guys who are absolutely mind-blowing lovers. Here's something most guys don't understand. For women, the mind matters more than the body. Let me explain. For most men, stress exists, intimacy helps relieve it, feels better afterward. For most women, must feel relaxed first, then arousal becomes possible. Stress blocks everything. Women experience something called spectatoring. Their mind literally steps outside their body and starts judging everything. Am I taking too long? Do I look weird from this angle? Is my stomach too visible? Is he getting bored? Why can't I just relax? And that mental chatter makes it almost impossible to actually feel pleasure. Her brain is too busy criticizing to process the good sensations. So how do you help her get out of her head? First, reassure her you're enjoying this. Say it out loud. I love taking time with you. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. I could do this all day. This isn't just being nice. It addresses her specific worry that she's taking too long. Second, compliment her specifically. Not "you're hot, but I love how you look right now," or "you're so beautiful" when you're aroused. This shuts down the body image anxiety. Third, start building intimacy way before the bedroom. Send her a sweet text during the day. Help with chores that stress her out. Physical affection that doesn't lead anywhere. Tell her you appreciate her. There's a saying in relationship therapy: foreplay starts in the morning. When she feels valued, connected, and not stressed, her brain can actually shift into arousal mode. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the G-spot. Everyone's obsessed with finding it like it's buried treasure. Adult films make it seem like it's this magic button. Here's the truth. It's not a spot, it's a zone. About 1 to 2 inches inside on the front wall, there's an area where several things come together. The internal parts of the clitoris, those legs I showed you. The urethra, glands similar to the male prostate called Skene's glands. All of these have nerve endings, so when you stimulate this area, you're indirectly touching multiple pleasure structures. But here's the key part. This area has way fewer nerve endings than the external clitoris, like thousands fewer. So while some women love it, others feel nothing special. Some find it uncomfortable. All of these responses are completely normal. Your job isn't to find the G-spot like you're on a treasure hunt. Your job is to pay attention to what your partner's body responds to. If you want to explore it, start with external stimulation first. Once she's aroused, insert a finger palm up and use a come here motion on the front wall. But watch her response. Is she moving toward your touch or away? Is her breathing changing? Her body will tell you if this works for her or not. Comment below. Have you been doing G-spot stimulation wrong this whole time? Because most guys have been. All right, let's tackle the most misunderstood thing in all of intimacy: squirting. Adult films have convinced everyone this is normal, expected, and the ultimate sign of pleasure. Reality? Only 10 to 54% of women have ever experienced it. That means anywhere from half to 90% of women have never done this, and that's completely normal. The fluid comes from the bladder, but it's not urine. Let me explain the chemistry. Regular urine has high concentration of waste products, urea, creatinine. Squirting fluid has only 5 to 10% of those concentrations, plus PSA from the Skene's glands. Think of it like this. If urine is coffee, squirting fluid is coffee-flavored water. Same origin, completely different composition. It's usually clear. Doesn't smell like urine. Tastes sweet or neutral. But here's what adult films have done. They've created pressure. Women who can't squirt think something's wrong with them. Women who do squirt are embarrassed about the mess. Both of these responses are tragic because squirting has nothing to do with pleasure quality. I've had patients tell me their most intense experiences ever, no squirting. Other patients squirt during mediocre experiences, but not during amazing ones. It's just a physiological response some bodies do and others don't, like rolling your tongue or wiggling your ears. If your partner squirts, cool, put down a towel. If she doesn't, also cool, stop trying to make her. What matters is whether you're both enjoying yourselves. Period. All right, Here are the 7 mistakes that instantly kill pleasure, and I guarantee you're making at least 3 of these. Mistake number 1, treating the clitoris like a doorbell. Stop jabbing at it repeatedly like you're trying to ring a bell. 10,000 nerve endings in a tiny space means it can get overwhelmed, numb, or painful. Start gentle. Touch around it, not directly on it. Build up slowly. Let her arousal increase before you add pressure. Mistake number 2, being a jackhammer. Fast, hard, repetitive pounding might look intense in adult films. In real life, usually just uncomfortable. Most women prefer varied rhythm, varied pressure, varied movement. It's about building sensation, not creating friction. Mistake number 3, changing what works. This one drives me crazy. You find something that's working. Her breathing's getting intense. She's making sounds. Her body's responding. And then you change it. When something's working, lock it in. Same technique, same rhythm, same pressure, same location. Don't switch it up. Consistency is what builds to the peak. Mistake number 4, making it about you. The moment you think I need to make her finish or I should be able to do this, you've made it about your ego. That pressure, she feels it, and it makes it harder for her to relax and actually finish. Focus on her pleasure, not on achieving a specific outcome. Sometimes she'll finish, sometimes she won't. Both can still be amazing experiences. Mistake number 5, ignoring feedback. She moves your hand to a different spot. That's not criticism, that's help. She guides you to a different rhythm. She's showing you exactly what she wants. Don't take it personally. Just adjust and be grateful she's communicating. Mistake number 6, rushing to the main event. You, ready in 5 minutes. Her needs 15 to 45 minutes. If you rush before she's ready, it's not going to be comfortable or pleasurable. You'll bump her cervix. There won't be enough lubrication. Nothing will be fully engorged. Take your time. Mistake number 7, focusing only on the finish. Intimacy is a journey, not just a destination. The touching, the closeness, the building pleasure. All of that matters, not just whether someone finishes. And here's the paradox. When you take pressure off the finish as the only goal, she's actually more likely to finish because she can relax. Pause the video right now and count how many of those 7 mistakes you've been making. 3 or more? Don't worry. Most guys are making at least 4. Drop your number in the comments. Be honest. This is a judgment-free zone. One more quick thing that'll change your life. Use lubricant. I don't care if she's wet. I don't care if you think you shouldn't need it. Wetness doesn't always equal arousal. It's affected by where she is in her cycle, medications, stress, hydration, age. Lubricant is cheap. It makes everything more comfortable and fun. It reduces friction. There is 0 reason not to use it. You wouldn't refuse to use sunscreen because you should be able to handle the sun. Don't refuse to use lubricant because of some weird stigma. All right, here's what I want you to do this week. Plan an intimate session where your only goal is exploring her pleasure, not the main event, not making her finish, just curious exploration. Start with general affection. Kiss her, touch her non-sexually at first, build connection. Then slowly move to more explicit touch. Try different areas, different pressures, different rhythms. Pay attention to what makes her breathe faster, what makes her move toward you, what makes her make sounds. Ask her, does this feel good? Show me what you like. Where do you want me to touch you? This one session, this curious, exploratory, pressure-free session, will teach you more about what she specifically enjoys than any technique video ever could, because you're learning her body. Not some generic approach. Here's the truth. Intimacy is a skill. You're not born knowing how to do it well. It's something you learn, practice, and get better at. The guys who are truly excellent lovers, they're not operating on instinct. They've paid attention to their partners, learned to communicate openly, practiced reading feedback, refined their approach based on what works. You can be one of those guys. You have all the information now. You understand the anatomy. You know about timing. You know the mental game. You know the mistakes to avoid. Now it's just about putting it into practice. Being intentional. Paying attention. communicating. Your intimate life can be incredible, deeply pleasurable, powerfully connecting, consistently satisfying for both of you, but only if you take responsibility for learning and improving. If this video helped you understand female pleasure in a way you never have before, do 3 things. 1, hit that like button. It tells the algorithm to show this to more people who need it. 2, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'm dropping more videos like this, evidence-based information about intimacy and health that nobody else is teaching. 3, share this with someone who needs it, your buddy who's struggling, your partner to start a conversation. This information changes lives. Drop in the comments. What surprised you most from this video? Which mistake were you making? What are you going to try differently? I read every comment and I'll answer as many as I can. Remember, you now know more about female anatomy and pleasure than 95% of people out there. Use that knowledge responsibly. Use it to create better experiences. Use it to deepen your connections. And most importantly, approach every intimate moment with curiosity, attention, and genuine care for your partner's pleasure. Do that, and everything else will fall into place. I'm Dr. Scarlett. Thanks for watching. Now go put this into practice.